What it do? What it do? What it do? We're back with another one. It's not Victory Monday, but it's still Cowboy Monday, and we are here. Fifth quarter Cowboys. I got my brother Eshan with me. What's up, man?
What's going on, man?
Oh, not much, man. We here to recap that crap from last night.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh God.
WTF Monday. We here. We gotta do it. We gotta go through it. We
Mm.
got to deal, baby. It's our job. It's our duty, and we here to make it happen.
Yeah,
First of all, coming off the loss last night, how you feeling? Where are your thoughts at right
Whew.
now, being 5-3?
Man. I'll tell you this much, man. I, I like 1980. I don't mind being wrong, but this is exactly what I've been expect. This is exactly what I thought we would be, to be honest with you, because just like always, we smack down bad teams. We struggle against good teams, and yesterday we played well and we played bad at the same fucking time. How the fuck does that happen? Only with the Dallas Cowboys. We played well and then we shot the bed at the same fucking time. I'll
Eastside, Eastside, don't come here with that shit, man.
oh god.
My bad, bro. Go ahead.
No, I'm laughing at that too. That's funny. But what can we I mean, we were live the whole game yesterday, man. Like honestly, I really don't have yeah, Deontay, no echo. No, but yesterday's game, man, took like fucking 8 years off of my life. I'll be honest with you, man, because I think it was like Cowboys corner, man. It was mostly that last drive. Oh fuck! Like I mean, you get down to the 6, and then our last play is on the fucking 30-yard line. That's inexcusable, man. You just cannot be. You cannot be. And all season long, we've been talking about the red zone inefficiency, and ultimately that's why we lost. If you think about it, we get down to the 6, penalties, false starts, fucking, then now Dak taking a sack. We self-destructed when we got to the 6. Then there was that Ferguson touchdown that got called back when Brandon Cooks wide open
I
on the
thought that
fourth
was
down.
Schoolmaker. Was
Was it
that Ferguson?
Schoonmaker? Man, it might have been Schoonmaker. You might
I
be
think it
right.
was Schoolmaker.
Yeah. But the point being is that we're getting down there. Dak had a monster game number wise, but then when we really needed it in certain plays,
OJ!
what's up, OG? We could
Let me
not
drop
really
OG
catch
that
through in
week.
certain pivotal moments. The defense, man, could not stop Jalen Hurts whatsoever, man.
Fuck.
Man, we could not stop nobody, man. And
Thanks, man.
I'm getting really, really pissed with Dan Quinn. I'll
Oh
be
my! Don't get me fucking started. Oh my
dude, I'm
god.
getting really pissed off with him because people want to call him a great DC. Man, he's not doing anything like this. All I see are these guys just rushing the passer. That's it.
That's
I don't
it.
see nothing different. Are you scheme? I haven't seen no schemes. I'm literally just saying, I like literally to me, it just looks like this guy is saying to our front guys like, hey, you guys are fast, go after the quarterback. That's all I'm seeing. I'm not seeing nothing different. And then
That's a good point, Deontay. That's perfect. That's a
yeah,
good
defense
damn
fell
point.
for the yeah. No, that's right.
That's a
That's true.
great damn point.
That's a good point. It's just yes, we can talk about the penalties. I mean, we can talk about the referees. For as bad as the referees were, they're not the reason we lost because we had opportunities in this game to cash in and we didn't. We had, there was the Dak 2 point conversion. There was the Schoonmaker no touchdown. There was the last, there was multiple opportunities. The first drive of the game, Philadelphia had an 8-minute touchdown drive. Just milked the fucking clock all the way up the fucking field. I mean, so my thoughts on the game, man. I mean, we had moments. There's some Cowboy fans, man, who are happy. Man, please, I don't want to hear it. Okay, this is this kind of a game. We need to win these kinds of games, man. And the mistakes that we make. And fifth quarter, we were talking offline about. I think you said, was it Ferguson on the false start didn't know the play? Was it Ferguson or
He
Schumacher?
said that,
Because
yeah. He said in it, the post interview, he said he didn't know the play call.
and that makes no sense to me. How you're an NFL player, this is a rivalry game of all games, and you don't know the play. Like, is that really what we're doing?
Yo,
So
15 people in here, hit the like button.
yes, definitely hit the like button. And another thing, man, when it comes to I'll let you go after this with quarter, but like the thing about for me with the play calling that's so unacceptable, like it makes no sense to me. No running game, but yeah, you're right,
What?
Mean Mug. But what
What?
makes no sense to me is that 2 minute war, like you're supposed to be practicing 2 minute war, like those are things that the last 2 minutes of the game you practice that from fucking OTAs in training camp. And then when it comes down to 2 minutes, we lose fundamentals. We start we start committing penalties. All of a sudden, we choke like a motherfucker. That makes no sense to me because that's literally what these kinds of games are not going to be blowouts. For one, this is a NFC East team. Second, they're a 7-1 team. You know it's going to come down to the wire, so you would think that, hey, fucking let's practice the 2 minutes. It's not going to be a blowout on either end. So how the fuck are you, like, that makes no sense to me, man. Like, how you just, and then, I mean, you texted me yesterday, too, about McCarthy saying he's happy with how we played. Man, dude, when I saw that, I was so fucking mad. So, no, I mean, yesterday's kind of game is just, that's what we are, man. We didn't trade for a running back in the training, and like we're not going to do nothing with with Tony Pollard playing the way he's playing yesterday. We've been talking about it all season. How are we gonna? How are we supposed to win when our starting running back has 51 yards in the whole game? We cannot win like that. He's not able to get he's not able to get consistently more than 3 yards a pop. I'm not seeing Tony Pot like 1980 said in his video too. He's a sweep guy. You know what I mean? 1980 said that in his video. He's a sweep guy. The holes have to be fucking wide open for him to like really, you know what I mean? And I don't know, man. I mean, yesterday's game frustrated the shit out of me. I'll be honest. No, yeah, Iceman. I mean, he played a great game for the most part. It's just a couple of plays he could have. You know, you cannot take a sack in that situation. So that's really
How you a veteran taking sack? Like, listen.
Yeah.
Listen, man. First, don't get me started on baboon lips. J. Ron Curse. Yo, listen.
Yeah, God.
Listen, man. That game yesterday could have been a Super Bowl game, and you would have saw what the Dallas Cowboys would have done.
Yeah.
Because at was one point we had the lead at the half, if I'm not mistaken.
Right. It was upset. We were up 17-14.
Our defense in that third quarter let that team go up 14 unanswered points.
Unacceptable, man.
And then DeMarcus Lawrence on his post-game interview, he wanted to bring up the refs.
Oh, my God.
The refs made a few bad calls, but y'all made a lot of bad plays.
Yep.
I literally almost threw my remote at the TV. Yo, Mean Mug, it was crazy.
It was bad, yeah.
That game right there shows you. And let me get this out the way first. And we're gonna go into depth about all this. I guess when a few more people come in, if anybody come in. Prescott is a average quarterback.
Yeah.
But he's fearless.
Right.
But this many years in, he still has an issue with seeing the field. He still has an issue with not knowing what's going on around him. Cowboys corner in the house. Dallas Cowboy fan 1980 in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, 1980? What's up, Cowboys corner?
Yeah. This was not planned coming in together. I can tell you that. I just got back from Wally World, not Jerry World, Wally World, another crooked billionaire.
What's going on, guys?
What it do?
What's going on, man?
From Wally World, not Jerry World, Wally World. Another OG, you gotta turn your shit down, Bubba.
Yeah, good YouTube. You there, 1980?
Yes, sir. What's going on, fellas?
You gotta turn yours down.
Not much. So
Oh, wait a minute, hold on.
Like I was saying,
I got my YouTube on.
Please mute it, please. Like I was saying, Prescott. Somebody echoing, man.
It's OG.
It might be OG.
He called himself OG. Dak Prescott played a good game.
Yeah.
Dak Prescott played a game. Yes, OG. You echo OG.
I'm still echoing.
Just mute yourself till you talk.
Yeah, just mute to yourself if you need to talk. Yeah.
Mr. Echo back.
Calm down, fam. Calm down now. Calm down.
He showed that he can hang with him last night. He didn't let the talk of the 6-1 team put fear in his heart. He kept his eyes focused, and he did what I've been screaming for the past 2 weeks. A quarterback has to have a guy he can count on. When you look around the NFL, every quarterback in the past 10, 15, 20 years, 1980 can contest this. They had that one guy that no matter what, they're going to throw the ball to. It don't matter. And for the past couple of weeks, he's been doing that with CeeDee Lamb. And last night, he showed it way more.
Yeah, right.
But that also, you got to have another guy. Once the attention get on that guy, you got to have another guy you can go to. And that's what we lack at. We lack that. And not only do we lack that, a guy that we don't have we can go to, he don't trust nobody else. He don't trust nobody else. He trusts Lamb. He trusts Lamb. Like, you can tell the trust that he probably once had with Michael Gallop, it's not there.
Right.
It's not there. It's just not showing. There was a beatable team, 1980 Cowboys corner. We talked last night of the game, and he just confused. I was like, bro, I don't understand how we lost this game.
Yeah.
I don't understand how we lost this game. And like I said, nobody should be surprised, because when your coach is still, and like I always go back to this when Cowboy Corner talked about, this is still the Kellen Moore feel. All 2nd and 15, you do a jet sweep when Dak is killing his defense.
So stupid.
You do a jet sweep on 2nd and 15 when you kill them.
Stupid.
They can't stop Dak. They can't stop Lamb. You're killing them, and you do a jet sweep.
That's the fucking.
Like, what is this, 2017 again? So we're gonna go all the way through it. 1980, you ain't been here in a while, so I'm gonna come to you first. What's your overall thoughts on that game before we even break down position?
Well, wow. Where do I begin? First of all, what's going on, fellas? Round table, what's up? I hate to call it that, but how y'all doing this Monday evening? I felt like I said enough, but out of respect, I had to come on your show. I haven't been on in a while, so I said, let me get on real quick and get out. You know, y'all know I got to get. It's way past my bedtime, so let me get my let me get my 2 cents out here. If it has any value, let me get my 2 cents out here.
Of course, yeah.
Last night was pretty much self-explanatory. DJ, you said the same thing my brother and I just got through talking about, and some fellow co-workers of mine was talking about earlier. This was a very important game. This game, it was the NFC East rival, and it was a big-time rivalry. Now, the Eagles and the Cowboys are the same rivalry, kind of the same magnitude of the 49ers and the Cowboys back in the day. So this was a preview of how it would be if we were in the playoffs going against these guys, because of the magnitude that the game was in. This is that was a preview. Now, I'm gonna say this, and it's pretty much gonna sum up everything with what's going on with this team. I always preach consistency. I always preach maturity. I always preach fundamentals. The Dallas Cowboys, like I said in my video earlier, they have a hard time with fundamentals in close, tough games. They lose fundamentals, just the fundamental part of the game that you learn from Pop Warner football all the way until now. They start making the same mistakes over and over again. Do not put yourself into a position. I said in my halftime yesterday, CeeDee Lamb had dropped that ball, and he was like, "Oh," he patted his chest like, "Oh, my bad." No, bro. Don't put yourself in a predicament, in a position to say my bad.
Right.
There's no excuses. Those are things that you cannot allow to happen. This was a winnable game, guys.
Yeah.
The Eagles are not that good. If they were that good, we wouldn't have had any points last night. You get what I'm saying? So they were a beatable team. The Dallas Cowboys' problem is themselves, not the Eagles, not the 49ers, not the Cardinals, or whomever else can beat our asses. They got to figure out how to beat themselves first. See, that's where fundamentals come in at. That's where Pop Warner football, all those basic things come in at. It's to overcome your own self mistakes through those years up until now. You're getting paid now. See, when you was playing Pop Warner football, junior high, high school, college, you weren't getting paid to do this shit. Now you're earning a check. You're earning a living because you're a professional.
Professional. Yeah.
And all the mistakes that they're making, you give them sissified ass referees a reason to throw the flag, they're going to throw the flag.
Yeah.
They're going to throw it.
Yeah.
It was a horrible game last night officially on both sides. Eagles too. They had more. I think they had a little bit more than we did. But they weren't as important. The difference between the penalties between us and them, ours were at the wrong fucking time when we didn't need them.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So self-discipline and fundamentals goes a long way in order to win ball games. You can get out all the X's and O's you want to. You can watch film over and over and what route this guy ran and why Dak ain't throwing to him. They gotta figure out how to beat themselves first, or stop putting themselves in a hole and stop helping the other team win ball games. The Eagles are 7-1. They didn't need our help last night.
Yeah.
But we insist on helping teams beat us in these games. So until we can stop doing that, because hey man, we was going toe to toe with them dudes, man. Mm-hmm. It wasn't like we weren't scoring. It wasn't like we wasn't dropping. Now we did some dumb things and dropped some balls, and but when you're one dimensional and you throw the ball 75 to 80% of the time, you can't help. My brother and I, we were talking about the play calling. The play calling can't help but be trash when you cannot run the ball.
Right.
How many passing plays do you think we got in the damn playbook? Not that many.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So when you don't have a run game, everybody at the beginning of the year, Pollard will be fine. Pollard will be okay. And I made videos. I got receipts. I made videos about, I don't know how Pollard's gonna be. Y'all know I hate to be right. But I was so hoping I was wrong at the beginning of the year in training camp and all that OTAs, all that shit. I'm like, Pollard, I don't think he's gonna be that guy. And look, guys, look what we're seeing now. There it is in color, not black and white. It's in color on TV. Pollard is not a bell cow back. He is a sweet pitch back. He is a catch out of the backfield type back. He's a wide receiver playing running back. He is not. He doesn't have the lower center of gravity to play a bell cow, Emmitt Smith, Jerome Bettis type running back. He's just not. He's never going to be that. He's not built it. But anyway, to make a long story short, which is probably too late, the Dallas Cowboys have to overcome themselves in order to be successful. Once they learn how to overcome themselves and stop with the penalties and get out of their head too much, then they'll be okay. But right now, We don't. It's the coaching. It's the ownership. They need to draft better. We need a running back. We don't have a running back. They should have been working a little bit more with Dottle. They should have been getting him ready because he's more of a back than Pollard is. Y'all can see it. He's built like a back.
Yeah.
But I'm sorry if I talk too long. But that's pretty much all I got. But the Cowboys got to learn first before anything else. Before we get to talking and going down the line and X's and O's and all this stuff, they gotta get out of their heads, man, and they got to overcome themselves first.
Yeah.
Okay. Cowboys Corner, overall view of the game, thoughts on the game.
I'm gonna hit it at a different angle.
Go ahead.
And I've been thinking about this all day. I text a lot of people, and I'm trying to wrap my head on why we didn't win this ball game. We know that the Eagles defense had flaws. We knew that we could attack the Eagles defense a different way. We knew that the 49ers defense is better than the Eagles defense. We only scored 10 points against the 49ers defense because that defense is elite. Going into this game, we knew that the Eagles defense was weak at corner. Their secondary was just weak. So when Dak put up these numbers, I'm thinking Dak really played his ass off. He was supposed to, because that level of talent there is weak. All right. Because we only put up 10 points against a really good defense like the Niners, right? We come in here and we ain't just good enough to execute as an offense. This ain't just on Dak Prescott, right? Execute as a unit. Terrence Steele, Hassan Reddick ate his lunch.
Yep.
Ate his lunch. 49ers got better players than Hassan Reddick. So in order to be the best, you have to beat the best. We took 10 points against it, and we choked against a lesser defense than the 49ers. This team right here, after 8 weeks of football, is not a playoff caliber offense.
Nope.
Having said that, Dak Prescott did ball his ass off. Absolutely. But when you look at it from a big picture, sure, we could pinpoint penalties. We could pinpoint this. We could pinpoint that. But when you look at the bigger picture, when you boil it all down, this offense is not playoff caliber.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah.
And so when you look at a playoff caliber offense, what do you have? You have a really good offensive line. You have a really good running game. You have a really good play action. You got more than one consistent wide receiver. Jake Ferguson's getting there, but he ain't quite there yet.
Yeah.
But he's getting there. So when it all boils down to it, I need to see more efficiency than what we're seeing on error. Our offense had errors against the Cardinals. Our offense had errors against the Eagles. And our offense had many errors against the 49ers. You look at our 3 losses, it boils down to our offense. Sure, we can blame the defense for this. Sure, we can blame the defense for that. But when the offense's job is to score points, they have failed to do that this year.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Salute 1980. Appreciate you coming through, dropping that knowledge. Cowboys champ, man. What's your thoughts on this game in its entirety, man?
Okay, I gotta be quick. I'll be rich. Too many mistakes on offense. Way too many mistakes. Drop balls. Terrence Steele. My God, he had a terrible game. Hold on, give me 1 second, okay? Give me 1 second.
All right, go ahead, bro. Go to OG.
So we're feeling on the monitors.
Oh yeah, OG. What's your thoughts on this game?
Real quick. Okay. I'm back.
Go ahead.
Lack of a running game. The 3 losses that we had, it came back to bite them again.
Yep.
Mike McCarthy, bad time management.
Yeah.
And that's another thing that I found that fought with the Saints.
Yep.
I think he just dropped his phone.
Somebody hit him over the head or something.
He got robbed.
They got robbed. Okay, 17 will come and make the playoff. Name me 17 with playoff offenses in the NFC. I'll wait. Okay. Cowboys Corner, you want to address that?
Okay, and this last thing. Yeah, I'm putting on mute, back on mute. Yeah, the bad time management, receiver dropping balls. Um, yeah, man, we can blame the referees all day, but the Cowboys still had several opportunities to win this game.
Yes.
And fundamentals, that was the main thing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to go to OG since me and Eshan already gave our opinion on this topic. I'm going to go to OG. OG, what you think about the game overall?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, that sound better. No echo?
No, you're good.
No echo.
You're good. You're good.
Okay, I was trying to fix that. Sometimes I get caught up in that stupid
Don't touch it.
echo.
I just heard it.
All right. Like I said before, man. I'm hitting on 1980. I like his idea. I'm picking back off what he was saying, but I'm gonna sum it up. When you don't draft well, then this what hurts. This hurts you big time. Now Lewis was coming off this injury. It takes 2 years to heal from this injury, and Steele is coming off this injury. This takes another 2 years to get fully strength in that leg. They rushed him back out there to get out there and play, and this is a result of what's going on. We're 7, 8 games into it. I don't know how much longer this leg is gonna hold up, but he's probably getting treatment. He's probably having some issues with their leg, but we're gonna find out. And last year he looked at really damn well when he didn't have this injury.
Yeah.
Damn, and he was unstoppable, kicking ass and taking names later. You had to be a bad sucker to be Steele last year. When he got hurt, that was a bad injury. And then you didn't draft a tackle or a guard in the first or the second rounds. We don't need no D tackle right now. We don't need a stupid we need a linebacker, but we don't need a tight end right now when Ferguson is really doing a big thing. Yeah, others guys. We don't need that. We can get those in the later rounds, but you neglected those positions. You got cute in the draft. You got really cute, Jerry and Steven and McClay. You got cute, and now it's coming back to bite you on your guard, on your tackle, on your running back position, and on your defensive back position. You got cute in all three of those phases. All the things that everybody said we needed, pound on the table to get. They pound on the table, boom, boom, boom. Now it's coming back. Now, how do you move forward with this? It's going to be tough because they got to find out a way to who they can bring in to help. And they looked at real, I'm not going to say, I want to say shitty, but decent. It was a very disappointment. Like I said, on my screen behind me, when you've been playing for 8 years in this, that's like you driving a damn semi truck, and you got a trailer on you. If you don't know how to back that sucker up, hell, you better get out of it. And it seemed like Dak Prescott don't know how to back that sucker up and cash in when it's. I'm not gonna put it all on him, but he's a leader of this team. He has said, "I'm gonna take this game in there, and I'm gonna win this thing." And they have to figure out, okay, well, get Lamb on a quick slant when those crucial moments. They don't go to Lamb in those slants and those curls to get him open. And that's many a times when they could have done that. But they played around with the Tolbert. Why the hell are you going to Tolbert? Hell, I don't know. People say, well, there was a reason why I went there. No. You go to Lamb when it's that time. Call its number. And if that continues to happen, they will not go far and do anything on this at all. So it's a big disappointment and a big letdown. We're going to see moving forward, what this team is capable of. Like I said, penalties. Those penalties in the crucial moments, they hurt you. They hurt you. They knew they was not everybody said Philly gonna win this game, and they mind before they got up there, they said, "Well, we may win this, or we're gonna try our best." They knew they was not gonna get. They knew that they was not gonna win this game on penalties. If you get penalties, you're gonna lose. And it hurt them. That should have been practicing all week. Penalties. No false starts. No holding. We gotta. If you go up there, you're not gonna win. You can't beat the refs because they're in Vegas pockets. You have to find out legitimate how to win this game. Now moving forward, every game they're gonna have to figure out how to correct the penalty game. They got to win that. I say 3 to 4 penalties, they will win this game. But they got 10, which hurt them. So, Mike McCarthy, you're on the bubble seat. You're on the hot seat. You're 5-3. Dan Quinn, you're almost out the door real quickly because you're not playing Parson at linebacker and you're not getting Fowler on the field, and you need to play D-Law at tackle, at D tackle. Damn a defensive end. He ain't getting to the – look, DeMarcus Lawrence defensive end is washed up. It's gone now. Defensive tackle, get him in there, stop the run, and let Parson at linebacker and get Sam Williams on the field and Dante Fowler. And those are your 4 and Armstrongs. And one more player to get the pass rush. That's the only way you're going to win it. And you got to find out how to recover Lewis.
Okay.
You got to find out about Lewis because he's done, bro. He's done.
I agree. Cowboys corner did how bad did our offensive line contribute to us losing last night? Mute yourself, OG.
Oh, sorry about that.
There was one guy. It was Terrence Steele. All right.
Okay.
One guy, Terrence Steele, that really cost us this game. And that coaching cost us the game too, because I don't know why you didn't get help to Terrence Steele on that side. That's what blows my mind. So Terrence Steele allowed 12 pressures, 7 hurries, and 4 sacks last night. Terrence Steele single-handedly let that happen. His grade was 15.
Jesus Christ. And he played like a percent.
That was his grade.
Horrible, dude.
Look at that. Troy's an OG. Doo-doo pants Steele.
That's horrible, dude. Fuck. That's awful, dude.
And so when Dak was under duress, which he was a lot, he was using his legs. He extended the plays. But Dak Prescott, because of Terrence Steele single-handedly, had a lot to do with this right here.
Yeah.
And OG's probably going to bring up the Tyler Smith false start. You know, that's probably what he's going to bring up. But Terrence Steele was the reason why.
Okay.
One of the reasons why we lost this ball game. Yes, it is, Mr. Mute.
No,
That's
it
true,
is 100%.
OG, if you want a rebuttal, you can unmute yourself and rebuttal. Go ahead. I'm going to come to you next, Eshan. Go ahead, OG, if you want a rebuttal.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Do you not understand what I just said? He's coming off a major injury. Okay,
Man, that's horse shit. We're 8 games in. And he had a bad game.
He was a liability last night. He's been a liability all season.
That's not
He's
true.
Going to continue to be a liability because he's not.
That's
his
not
leg
true.
Is not into playing shape.
That's not
you
true.
ever had surgery on your shoulder or any kind of body part? It takes 2 years to heal completely. 2.5 years for the muscle tendons and everything to go back in strength in that area. Him and
Not
Lewis, there was rushed out on that field because of money. They rushed out on
Not
that field
true.
to play.
Not true.
Lewis
Terrence Steele has not been a liability all year. He had a bad game.
No, he's a liability because
no, he had one bad game that does not make him a liability.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
you get one traffic ticket that makes you a bad driver now.
No, that ain't got nothing to do. Football and being on two different things. Football and driving are 2 different things. Both.
You're not understanding the comparison. I'm sorry, you can't understand that.
Yeah, but you can't
you can't understand the analogy. I'm sorry about that.
You can't touch me on arguing right now because
you can't touch me on arguing. I'm a salesman for a living.
I walk you like my pet dog, okay? I walk you like my pet dog.
I will crunch you like a cracker.
What the fuck is this?
What's going on right now?
Show it to me then. And then go ahead.
What's going on?
So I can see it. Go to your closet. Go to your go to the kitchen and get a cracker, come and show it to me.
Go to
Anyway,
Best Buy and stop your echoing.
you
Yo.
can see
I
that.
do know,
I'm a little
and this
echoey,
ain't
so
taking sides.
yeah, I
This ain't
can't.
taking sides, but all 3 players we have that had all 4 players we have that had surgery last year aren't the same. Tony Pollard, Michael
Yeah,
Gallup, Terrence Steele, and Jordan Lewis. None of them are the same.
none of them
And
are
they
the
all
same.
had surgery. And they all came back early. So I ain't saying
Terrence Hill
OG
had
right.
one bad game.
No, I'm just saying I ain't saying OG right, but those 4 guys have declined since their injuries. But Eshan, let me ask you this, and we don't want to carry on our topics too long, so kind of make it quick.
Mhm.
Um, the running back Tony Pollard.
Whew.
Also, do you think that Deuce Vaughn was a wasted draft pick? Now,
Oh my goodness. Yes, I do think Deuce Vaughn was a wasted draft pick because first of all, we're not using him, and then when we are using him, he's ineffective. So there's that. And then I mean, dude, Tony Pollard, man. I mean, like 1980 said, I mean, he's a sweep back, man. And I'll put myself on blast. I was one of those people who thought that he could carry the load 25 times a game. I could not have been farther from the truth with that one. And I mean, I'm not saying he's not a talented player, but he's just not what like for the style of team that we have. He's not the kind of running back for this kind of a team. He's not a 25 carry, 35 carry a game back, but then that's what we need here. You know what I'm saying? So like he's a good compliment. But the mere fact that we have not gotten any running back in the trade deadline tells me a lot, to be completely honest with you, because this is not the first game that Tony Pollard struggled. He's been struggling all season, and we haven't addressed the running backs at all. So, I mean, what are we going to – I mean, at this point, like, I mean, if you're not willing to make a trade at this point for a running back, I mean, what are we going to be doing moving forward? We're playing Philly again, and then we have a tougher schedule coming up.
we got some good defenses coming up.
Yeah, once we hit November and December, man, it's going to be a tough schedule. And
November 6th.
yeah, and once we hit November, man, sure we can get past the Commanders, sure we can get past the Giants, man, but for God's sake, man, we cannot do. Oh, the scheme thing. It's not. No, man. I don't want to hear that it's just a scheme, man. Yes, the scheme plays a part of it.
I don't know about that one, Fred.
The scheme plays a part of it, man. But at the end of the day, he's not. They're trying to turn TP into something that he's not. They're trying to turn him into Ezekiel Elliott in 2016, when he's just not built that way. You know what I'm saying? And so yeah. So I'm not going to make this quick since we have other topics, but. Everything is on the field, man. It's evident with Tony Pollard. He's just not getting it done on a consistent basis. If we had I'm not saying he cannot be on this team moving forward, but as our bell cow, it ain't working so far. So there's nothing else to really say, and it's proofs in the pudding with this entire fucking season up to this point. So yeah, that's what it is with me.
All right, OG, Cowboys champ. Can you talk right now?
Yeah, what's the question?
Tony Pollard running back, and do you think Deuce Vaughn was a wasted draft pick?
Deuce Vaughn was a wasted draft pick. I would have never signed Pollard to that franchise tag. They should have. Remember, I told you they could have drafted a running back between the second and the 5th round. There was plenty of running backs there that they could have replaced Zeke with. So yeah, if you want to put the blame on somebody for that, that's the Jones boys.
Okay, I like that. I'm gonna come to you last, OG. I'm gonna swing back to Cowboys corner. The Deuce Vaughn pick and Tony Pollard corner. What's up?
So
What's up, George?
I brought this up on my live after the game last night, which for you guys, check me out after the game, going live right there on Cowboys Corner, right here on YouTube, right after the game.
That's right.
Definitely.
All
All right, you didn't know that. I said this last night on the live stream. I had to talk, man, on the live. I had to interact with some fellow Cowboy fans, but Mike McCarthy. All right,
Oh Lord.
he pounded his table. I want Kellen Moore gone. All right, Kellen Moore is gone. He pounded the table. We are running the damn ball. Okay, guess what? We're running the ball. Mike, why do you want to run the ball? We are going to protect this defense. All right. We're going to protect the defense. We're going to run the damn ball. Let's get excited, Cowboy fans. Let's get rid of Zeke's fat ass, and let's get it, right? I want to keep Dan Quinn this year. Okay, you got it. I want to get Trayvon Diggs. He's pounding his table for all this stuff. And then, bam, it happens. And you see a decline in your running game. So he's pounding the table. Analytics is coming to Dallas. All right, great. We got analytics. Player personnel evaluation is 365 days a year. That's amazing. Sweet. I love evaluations. That means we can make bye week and changes and move things around. Why wasn't Mike McCarthy slamming his table for a running back like Derrick Henry?
It's all talk, man.
If you believe in your analytics, you believe in player evaluation, you believe in getting everything right and knowing what player GPS is, how much they're carrying the ball, how much they're carrying the load. If you look at the player GPS, you look at the stats, you look at the analytics, you know that our running game is horrible.
Yeah.
And so it's not a scheme thing, it's a talent thing. That's what it is. Because Mike McCarthy tried to run the ball. And what happens? If it ain't a blowout and it's a close game, we have to rely on Dak. And when you rely on Dak, it can get very scary.
Yep.
So why didn't Mike McCarthy pound the table and say, we need Derrick Henry? That was the only available back that would make sense. Because what does that do? That complements Tony Pollard. What does that do? That complements Rico Dowdle. That gets your fullback Hunter Lempty more involved.
Yeah.
But guess what? Deuce Vaughn can't play special teams, so he's inactive every week as a wasted roster spot. We could lose Malik Davis at any moment in time because a team can just pick him up off our practice squad. Yeah. We got a rookie fullback that's just sitting there not being used but for special teams.
It's waste, man. It's a waste.
And we're sitting here wondering, why the hell can't we go get it?
Yeah.
It don't matter what Tennessee wanted. If you wanted Derrick Henry to change and you believe that Derrick Henry can change the offense, you give up a second round. It doesn't matter. He's on his last deal. You go in or you go home. And right now, this offense, like I said earlier, Fred Jones asked the question. There's 7 offenses. 7 teams don't make it to a Super Bowl. Only one team makes it to the Super Bowl, and the most efficient team wins that Super Bowl. This offense will not lead us to a championship, and this defense can't do it alone. So when I say they're not playoff caliber, I'm telling you right now, we're going to be at home after the first playoff game if this offense don't get their shit together. The Eagles' defense was trash. We knew it was trash. We lit them up. That's what we were supposed to do, but we couldn't close it out on that trash defense.
100% agree.
Mike McCarthy should have pounded the table for a running back.
100% agree, man. 100%.
That's somewhat. I agree with that somewhat, Fred. OG, running back, man. How you feeling about Tony Pollard and that drafting Deuce Vaughn?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. Am I echoing?
No.
Okay. Yeah, Deuce Vaughn was a waste. What was that?
What do you do to his mic?
You might turn your mic down. He probably trying to turn the audio down so he won't echo. Turn your mic up a little bit, OG.
Is that better?
Yes, sir.
More.
It's better there?
Yeah.
More.
That's perfect.
Don't touch nothing. Just talk into the mic.
Okay. Yeah. Trying to get my stuff together here.
You good. You good.
Yeah, you're good, man.
That was a
technology walks you like a dog,
he was
OG.
7th round pick, wasn't he? I'm not gonna say that was a busted pick, but in time will tell. But
Who was drafted in the second round or in the seventh
sorry?
round? What did you say?
Where was Deuce drafted?
7th round, right?
I thought it was sixth.
I thought it was 6th, right? Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So
Jalen Brooks was your 7th round pick.
Okay, I know he was. No, he free. Well, no, he was the last pick, right? Deuce Vaughn.
Jalen Brooks was your 7th round pick. Deuce Vaughn was your 6th round pick.
Okay, 6th round pick. Okay, all right. I'm not gonna say that was a wasted pick. The problem with this run game is you don't have the right plays. You know, Dak Prescott threw for 374 yards last night. That means the ball was in his hand the whole time. You did not run that clock. So what did I say last week? The only way you're gonna get this running game going, you're gonna have to throw sweeps to the outside. You're gonna have to go with a pitch. You're gonna have to go somewhere to get them to the outside. Even a turn toss to the outside. You got to line up in a draw and hand them the ball. Even if you got to put both of them in the backfield together, him and the other running back, what's that boy name?
Who?
You ain't serious.
Rico Battle?
Rico in the back. You got to figure out how to get the run game going. You got to figure out how to get it going. You're going to have to, like I said, you're going to have to go with a pitch, a toss, or a sweep or something. You got to get them to the outside.
Yeah.
And
Tony Pollard, I don't know.
I'm not going to give up on this run. I'm
My
not going to
bad,
say,
go
okay,
ahead.
well, how can we go? How can we move past this? How can we say, oh damn, we effed up in the draft. Everybody know that. Now they're trying to figure out we effed up in the draft. So we didn't draft a running back. So how can we get this thing going? Well, you're gonna have to do some pulling them guards, and you're gonna have to stop holding when you pull them. You got to do those tall sweeps to get them to the outside. That's the only way. Dak threw too much, and you see what happened when you throw too much like that. You don't run clock, and you make mistakes. He is not that kind of quarterback that will win you a game down the stretch. All those throws, you see all the errant throws he made. Not hitting Ferguson over the top. Not hitting C. Lamb on a slant and tell him, hey, I need a slant here or whatever. You got to run the ball, man. You got to figure out how to run it. Toss sweeps, draws, pitches. You got to get him to the outside. I'm not going to give up on this running game yet. We got to figure out how to get past the Joneses bull crap. But yeah, that's how I feel about the running game. I'm not going to give up on Pollard. I'm not going to give up on a dog boy, but you got to run the ball more, man. You got to say at least 17 times. 17, 18 times running the ball.
But OG, man, it hasn't. What we've been doing I hear what you're saying, man, but from what I have seen, at least, I haven't seen nothing different from the play. And I mean, you're saying run 17 times. You mean both Dowdle and TP? Or are you talking?
Yes, together. 8 carries here, 9, 10 carries here, and 8, 10 for Pollard, and 8 for the other guy. Hey, Dotto, Rico, hell, he hit the hole and he picked up 19, but they got a penalty. So the run against this front. So the running game is there. They got to work on penalties and not get a hold. So you got to coach your tight ends up. You got to say, hey, Schoolmaker and what's that boy name?
OG, come on, man.
Who, Ferguson?
Ferguson. What's
OG,
that boy
we gotta
name?
know the
Ferguson.
players, man.
Hey, calm down, Kate. Calm down, Fifth. Now, I didn't tell you to go get in the house, did I? I didn't tell you to go get in the house.
Go ahead.
You have to teach them not to hold. Blocking is the most important thing right now when you're running the ball. I'm not gonna give up this running game yet. I already said they're a shithole organization for not drafting for needs. They're shithole, both of them. 2 hard-headed Arkansas boys. But you got to figure out how to work around it. Figure out, keep feeding the ball. Hey, these games coming up, you got the Giants, You got Washington, you got Carolina, you got Philly again. Run the damn ball. Figure out what plays work.
Hey, can I say something real quick? With
Yeah.
Go
Bug to
ahead.
that. How in the hell the Cowboys gonna run a down ball and they don't have a bell cow? You
That's
got
exactly
three.
what.
You got three scat backs back there,
OG, that was
and
my
You got to
you
find out
see
how
how
to
the
work the
Cowboys
scat
try to
backs.
and you see how the Cowboys try to run against the Eagles front the front four and they couldn't done nothing.
You know
Cowboy
what you got to do?
you had 15 carries, 58 yards,
Uh-huh.
and
You know
so
what you got to do? You got to run with Rico first. Let him punch. You got a little bit more
that's
punch
not
than
that still is not going to help out. Not until the
it
Cowboys
has
can.
to help out.
The
It has
The
to.
Cowboys should have replaced Zeke with the draft, or they could have got Leonard Fournette or traded for Derrick Henry, whatever they, or get somebody who's 227 pounds, not a former wide receiver playing running back.
But we past that right now. We need to figure out how to get this one game and figure out you
You know
put
what?
Rico.
You know how to get this running game going.
Huh?
Sign somebody off the streets. It's somebody out there next to you who's hungry on the couch.
He might be out of shape.
I don't care. I don't give a damn. Yeah, we don't need to 5 to 10 carries a game.
OG, what if
Did you
I
not hear
told
what I
you,
said, man? You got to throw tosses and sweeps and pitches and get him to the outside. And
OG,
hell,
But
and do the draw. The
okay,
draw is always will be
okay,
there.
but hold up. What about the time when the Cowboys got into red zone and they couldn't punch the ball in? Remember when Dak got flipped over? You
Yeah.
remember the Cowboy version of the tush push? They couldn't get it without a penalty.
Yep.
Yeah,
OG,
You
so I
got
mean,
to run that thing
even
with
though
the
they got
draw.
give me about 10 minutes, I'll be right back on. Okay.
Yeah.
OG, I'm gonna say this. We're gonna move on to the defense, but
Yeah, let's move on.
what
Oh
if I
shit.
told you? What if I told you right now, through 8 games, Tony Pollard got more touches than he had last year, but less yards?
I would be happy with that.
No, you wouldn't, because right now he has 120 touches and only 474 yards through 8 games. Last year, through 8 games, he had 82 touches with 615 yards. His
That's
production
because
has dropped.
we run a different play call right now.
No, we
No,
not.
we're not,
No,
dude.
we're not. No, we're not. And you talk about jet sweeps and tosses, we're doing them. You
But
not see when
I
he
don't
run to the
see it.
outside and he cut back
Are
in.
we seeing any
Cowboys corner been
draws?
talking about this all season. He get to the outside, he try to cut back in. Last year, Tony Pollard get to the outside with a sweep or a toss, he's gone. We're running those plays.
The
He's
only
lost the
the
step.
only the only way I could see what's going on with Pollard is he's having in problems with that leg still.
Talk Montana,
That's the
what's up?
that's the only that injury. Did he what kind of injury did he have? Did he have a he
Ankle.
broke his fibula, right?
Ankle.
No,
It was an ankle injury.
he had a minor he had a high ankle sprain and he
No, he broke his
hairline
fibula.
fractured a bone.
He broke his fibula.
I'm not a doctor. I don't know what the hell that is.
His fibula connects to the.
He he
I
he
Broken
know.
he
leg.
Believe
That's
me,
what
I
it is.
know.
he,
It
he
connects to
broke
the.
he,
It
he
connects to the outside of the ankle.
A
yeah, my
high
girl.
ankle
Fibula.
sprain and a broken
Nah,
leg. That's what it
he
was.
broke his fib. My girl broke her fibula. He broke his fibula bone.
So we know what that does. It allows you to do this. Are you looking at me? It allows you to do this. So
What,
that's what I'm
swim?
thinking.
I know.
Boom.
Baby
When you
shark
turn
doo
to the
doo
left,
doo 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 doo.
when you turn
Baby
to the
shark
left or the
doo
right
doo doo doo
on your
doo.
ankle, that allow you to turn left or right in your ankle. Believe me, I know. So if he's running straight, if he's not cutting, he looks different. He don't look like the same Pollard. Maybe he got a favoritism. Maybe that arthritis is setting in on that leg. Who knows?
Hey,
But then
OG think
again,
the
like I
whole
said,
Cowboy thing got arthritis. Chalk
huh?
Talk said you're not coming back from that injury 1 year. He needed a
No.
power back to spell. Yeah, I agree. I
Yeah.
agree of coming back that fast. I
Okay.
100% agree.
No, I agree.
They're coming back too
100%
fast.
agree.
And that's
But
what I always go back to.
that's the point we're making. That's why we had this topic about needing another guy. You say you're not giving up on
Yeah.
the running game. We're not saying we're giving up on the running game. It's like Cowboys corner say it's the talent. We're talking about
Yeah.
the guys. That's why we brought up Derrick Henry or Leonard Fournette or anybody else on the count because Pollard is not getting the job done.
He's
He
just
has
not getting the reps.
120 attempts with only
Yeah.
474 yards through 8 games. Could you imagine what that'll look like through 17 games, getting wore
Yeah.
down even more? It's going to be
Right.
bad. This running game is shit, and we're not going to get anywhere with still running that ball with Tony Pollard like this. He has 120 touches already.
That's
So will you start the
3.5
game with,
yards a clip.
Rico?
120 through 8 games with 474
No,
yards.
it's just he's in that big of
474?
time, man.
He got 474 right now.
Yeah.
Hold on. I
Through
thought I
8
did
games,
420.
bro.
3.9 a clip.
Yeah, that's just not-
3.9 yards a clip through 8. That's, bro, for your starting running back.
Okay, who will you go get?
There's no
we
one
just
now.
had this talk. We just had this
we were
talk.
talking about it earlier,
They had a chance.
But yeah, trade deadline.
They didn't
No,
want to give us
that's
their
OG.
picks.
That's exactly the reason that I was saying that. I mean, the mere fact that they didn't go and trade for a running back when it's been a problem all fucking season tells me everything that I need to know, bro. Because I mean, this Eagles game is not the first game that we've had these discussions. It's not the first game that it's been a problem. So I mean, how are we going to beat better teams down the road without a consistent running game? It's not going to happen. And if we know that,
we can't
it's
crown with spoiled
obvious.
milk now. We got to figure out how to make this thing work.
We just recapping the game, man. But so before we move to the defensive side, I do want to shout out Frankenstein for doing his job last night on the field.
Who?
I do want to shout out Frankenstein because he played an excellent game.
Oh,
That big hurt bitch, Tyron Smith.
Oh God, that's a new one. I like that.
I want to shout him out because he played a good game.
So you
Tyron
apologizing? Are you apologizing?
No, I'm not apologizing.
No, he's not
I'm not apologizing for him still missing half his career. Hell no, I ain't apologizing. I'm just giving him props because he played a good game. No holding.
No,
He
yeah,
did good. He protected that good. He had motherfuckers on the ground. He was looking like Tyron from 2014.
That's Tyron Smith all the time. I don't know.
And it's damn near 10 years. No, it's not. He's had his years with holding penalties. Boy, don't get me started.
That's
But
Tyron Smith 24/7.
please, I can show you.
If you disagree,
I can show you Tyron getting beat by Philly last year by young guys spinning on his ass.
Because he only played 4 games last year. I don't even think he played Philly. So
all right, you know me. I don't just talk like you. I really back it up. So I'll show you.
He didn't play but 4 games towards the end of the year, so he didn't even play Philly. So what are you talking about?
I'm gonna show now. Mind y'all, we talked about this on the Sherlock Holmes. That's all I'm gonna say. Sherlock Holmes. I'm gonna show him.
Tyron Smith did not play against the Eagles last year.
Tyron been getting his ass. He'll be getting his ass beat by young guys. But anyway,
man, y'all crazy, man.
Let's go to the defensive side of the
Respect
ball.
that boy name.
I got shirts coming out.
You should. I'm getting one. I'm gonna get one of those. I'm not lying.
You gotta sell it to us, man.
I'm gonna buy one of them. I'm buying one of them shirts.
When they score,
what that boy name?
I'll be like, what's that boy name?
Man,
I'm buying one of them damn shirts. I promise you.
Nah, man, you gotta give it to us, man. I mean, that's.
How you gonna
I'm getting one of them.
Is it B-O-I or is it B-O?
Man, racist.
How you gonna spell boy?
How you gonna spell boy, man? Is it B-O-I or B-O-Y?
Yeah, get some hearing aids.
Right,
all right. Let's go to the other side of the ball. We gotta start with this defensive line talk, y'all, because they are pissing me off. We can't stop nothing. This is mad. Okay, so for everybody that been watching and haven't been watching, a particular person told me that a particular person we drafted in a particular round by a particular week will be a good player. He told me, wait, you're gonna see. Mars is gonna make all you got. Oh, I said his name. He's gonna make you got each word by week 8. Last night was week 8, and number 58 should have been drafted 6th round pick number 8. But here we go. Let's go to this defensive. The front. So the regulars are DeMarcus Lawrence, Jonathan Hankins, Odigizua, Parsons. Y'all listen. I was so disgusted last night. I'm gonna get mine out of the way. I was so disgusted last night. I literally saw Parsons with his freaking hand in the dirt.
Oh fuck!
Like he's a real 6'4", 6'5", 290-pound defensive tackle or defensive. As a defense, Dan Quinn, bro. You talk about the definition of using someone completely wrong. This man's hand was in the dirt. He's out there beside these real defensive tackles, looking like a little bitty ant. I mean, bro, it was so embarrassing. Why is Parsons' hand in the dirt?
Makes no sense, man.
What the hell was that? And I'm sitting there watching it like,
Well,
I'm like, what are
I'm
they
off
doing?
now,
This is
so I
not
can go on
him.
without being in trouble.
This is not Michael Parsons. Why do y'all? Why is his hand again? Right, it's coaching. Why is Michael Parsons' hands in the dirt like he's a 290, 300-pound DT? What the hell are they doing?
They tell us
Exactly, Chop. Bro, I mean, that's no excuse. There's no excuse for Michael Parsons, who came out of college as the best linebacker, debatable in that draft, to be on that defensive line with his hand in the dirt, probably weighing 245, soaking wet. People want to say 250, 6'2", 6'3", getting manhandled by big giants. What the hell is Dan Quinn doing, putting Michael Parsons' hand in it? And it's not effective. It hasn't been effective all year. Man, this shit blew me so bad last night, bro. I'm gonna find that play where this man had both his hands in the dirt, just how D-Law. I'm like, yo, Dan, I don't know what Dan Quinn. If you don't get your bald-headed ass packed to the back, up out that damn box like you got season tickets up in the suite, and bring your big pants wearing ass on that damn field and talk to these players, man, during this. Get them up there. What are you doing?
And you know what?
Who the fuck do you think you are?
And you know what?
Y'all know, he like a goddamn pirate that be at the top of the damn ship looking for a storm coming.
No, and you know what?
I'm with you, man.
One play that Parsons got a sack, he was lined up as the strong side.
Yeah.
Linebacker.
I saw that. Yep. Oh,
bro, I don't understand. I'm gonna come to my brother first. Cowboys corner. The defensive line. What are you liking what you seeing, or you seeing the issues with the way Dan Quinn are running these guys?
There's a couple issues I have here. Dan Quinn don't make adjustments. Number two, we our first round pick did not play a single snap last night. Not one snap. Mozzie Smith did not play at all. He was dressed. Yeah. He was in helmets. Yeah. He was in pads. He was in cleats. He was ready to break a huddle, and they left him on the bench all day. Your first round pick has to get reps.
Yeah, I agree. Right.
You're going to look great against the practice squad. You're going to look great against the scouting team. You have to go up against the best. And Kelsey, Lane Johnson, that offensive line that Philly has, they're pretty damn good. All right. And big shout out to Dorrance Armstrong getting a sack off of Lane Johnson. Lane Johnson does not give up sacks. Dorrance Armstrong got a sack off of Lane Johnson. So big kudos to that. Parsons having his hand on the dirt. I think Parsons' strategy there was his first step is quicker than that tackle. He did get a sack and a half. That wasn't from his hand being in the dirt, but Parsons trying new things. So him having the hand in the dirt with that first twitch, it means everything. Because you can, like DeMarcus Ware, he had his hands in the dirt. He would get that first twitch. He would spin, go back inside, and get a sack. So I think Parsons just trying different things to increase his mobility on the football field and be a bigger impact. That's what I think. I don't know. I don't know. But I can kind of see that because Ware kind of did stuff like that. Having said all that, Jordan Lewis, I want to apologize to the panel. I've been sticking up for Jordan Lewis for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, I've been sticking up for Jordan Lewis. And Dan Quinn needs to find a replacement for Jordan Lewis.
Repeat that once more, man, just so we can hear that.
All right, you rewind it on the replay if you wanted to hear it again. So we need to figure out how we're going to do this with Jordan Lewis.
Apologize to me.
I'm talking.
Man, let him talk. Let him talk.
And so There's that. All right. My pride is swallowed, and I just ate crow for you on the Jordan Lewis thing. However, having said all that, the Cowboys defense has not allowed a 100-yard rusher all year. The Cowboys defense has not allowed a 100-yard wide receiver all year. All right. So we have to take the good and we have to take the bad. This defense is really good. Dan Quinn in this unit is really good. I get it. We can get frustrated. We can look at different things and we can be mad. Not playing Mozzie. Not trying to figure out your next slot corner and with that solution, right? Not moving Micah Parsons around and letting Micah Parsons pick wherever he wants. Running too many stunts. We could blame that. But what we can say is we're doing pretty damn good on that. We got some takeaways. We led the NFL in takeaways 2 years in a row. Yada, yada, yada. We can say all that.
Wait a minute. Didn't they allow 200 yards against the Cardinals?
They did, yes.
What are you talking about?
Individually. That was collectively.
Yes,
individually. Individually.
I mean, that still counts, though. That still counts as rushing. Though.
Individually. One player is not wrecking us. It takes the whole talent, right? So, having said all that, there's good and there's bad with Dan Quinn, but there's more good than there is bad. And when we lose, certain things look a little bit worse than it really is. This defense kept us in a lot of these games, minus the 49ers game and the Cardinals game.
Okay. All right. I like that take. And the Parsons thing, you could be right. You know, I don't know. I just want to see Parsons coming from that linebacker position. Eshan, bro, give me your thoughts on what you've been seeing from the defensive front through 8 games.
I haven't seen any adjustments. I haven't seen anything different that shows me any sort of a scheme, man. Literally, all I'm seeing is Dan Quinn saying, hey, you guys are talented, go play. Because to your point about Micah Parsons lining up with his hand in the dirt, this is not the first game that's happened. It's been going on all fucking season, again, like we were talking about with the running backs. Yes, Micah Parsons is a generational talent. Yes, he can get sacks. But that's not that's not his position, man. You're lining
But it is.
I mean, but he's better as a
linebacker. He's a
linebacker, man.
He's a rusher.
He's a linebacker.
Go ahead, Eshan. I'm sorry.
No, you're good, man. You can rebut me after this. But I'm just saying that, you're lining up as, yes, he can create sacks, but he's 6'2", 250, and you're putting him up against 300-pound guys all the time. How does that make sense?
Dumb.
Like, it does not make sense to me.
13.5 sacks his first 2 years.
Man, let the man talk, man.
No, but Cowboys Corner, I don't disagree with his numbers. But
in his first 2 years, he played linebacker.
Right, but that's also the problem.
His first year he did.
No, but see, the point about he had 13.5 sacks, that's exactly the problem, in my opinion, because he's so good that these guys, that Dan Quinn thinks that, because this guy racked up 13.5 sacks, he can play defensive end every single snap.
Hold on, pause, Eshan. If the Micah Parsons is 267, I'm 185. And that's a goddamn lie. I ain't no near 185.
No, he's not. But
I can tell you right now that they lie. If you ever go to the game, if you ever see these players in person, dude, Orlando Scandrick, his leg was that big.
I remember you told me that.
Me and Tony Romo were the exact same size, bro.
Really?
Exactly, Paul.
Same size. Me and Tony Romo was.
That's crazy.
260. So he's nowhere near 267.
If he is, then fucking that's crazy. But
he's not.
He lie on that shit.
Nah. He looks like
he like 245. He's not
245. No, but the point that I'm making, man, is yes, we can call him a generational talent. That's obvious to anybody with 2 eyes. But lining them up consistently against 300-pound guys, against Trent Williams, it does not make sense to me, man. Okay, move him around a little bit, and then it's the same thing with all these other guys, man. And Dan Quinn is really honestly showing he's style over substance, man. Yesterday, giving up 14 points in the third quarter.
Third quarter, yeah.
you can't be. You're constantly right, and I mean these guys. There's a reason we've been gashed up. The Cardinals gashed us in the run game. The Niners gashed us in the run game. There's a reason for that. It's because there's nothing different in the defensive schemes. These guys are going off of pure talent. At least that's at least what I'm seeing. Now you guys can break down the X's and O's better than me, but I'm 100% in concurrence with fifth quarter that lining Micah up as a defensive end. I mean, you want to do it on certain snaps, I'm all for it, but every single snap of the entire game for 17 games is just I cannot agree with that strategy. No, not at all. So my thoughts overall on this, these guys are talented. We all know it. But I mean, I just don't see anything different in the defensive scheme. That's just what I'm seeing. But yeah, go ahead, Cowboys Corner. You can rebut me if you want, man.
No, I already did as you were talking. I do apologize about that. But
No, you're good, man. No, you're good, man.
OG got the Micah Parsons stats right behind him. Look at him. Look at him. Boy, you gonna tell me he needs to play linebacker? Look at this.
Cowboys Corner, man.
Now, mind y'all, that man just said he wasn't praising Michael Parsons. So, you know what? I ain't even going. Anyway, Cowboys.
I know, but I was about to bring that up.
I love football, man. I love football. I'm sorry. I get hyped, especially when they got a star on the helmet. I get hyped. But you right. That Michael Parsons jersey in the back of the closet. You right.
Cowboy champ, you there?
I don't think he is. No, but Cowboys Corner, man.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so we talk about the defensive line, man. What you think so far? Hello.
All right. Hey, I gotta get off, guys. Have a great night. Thanks for having me.
All right, well, take care, man.
Why you got something to say?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, now
Yeah, go ahead.
I always got something to say.
Okay, sorry about that. Okay, my thing is, the defensive tackle they had Hankins and Oso, they did pretty good up the middle. But like you said, with Parsons, they need to keep him on first and second down. Have him to move around. But you know what? It were times where they had Hurts, but they didn't have the speed on the outside to get to him on certain plays.
Right.
But like I said, I don't have no problem with Lawrence as defensive end because the boy is playing lights out.
Yeah.
They definitely need to give Sam Williams more playing time. Armstrong doing good. My question is, how many defensive ends do they have on the roster that they can sub in, sub out at times?
I think it's 5.
I think it might be
You
5,
got
right?
Armstrong, you got Fowler, you got Sam Williams, DeMarcus Lawrence, and Parsons. I think it's 5 of them.
And with that said, they need to play them, and don't use parts up so much on the line because like what Cowboys Corner said, Parsons been trying out different techniques so he can beat those defensive tackles because of his speed. But again, but it's like they in love with the boy at the end though.
It makes no sense.
Hey, OG, I got something for you real quick. Look, come to the come close to the camera so you can hear me real good. Come close to the camera. Get a little bit closer so you can hear me real
Tell him calm down, OG. Tell him calm down.
Let me tell you. Have you heard about the time?
That dude's such an asshole, man.
Oh God, I love this guy, man.
OG, you said you're gonna rebuttal his thing about DeMarcus Lawrence. Go ahead.
Yeah, I want to hear what you got to say, bro.
Yeah, like I said before earlier in the show, DeMarcus Lawrence defensive end position is washed up.
What?
And I'm not putting him down. What I'm saying is his ability to get to the QB is gone. He is more of a defensive tackle position. Well, I said, why do you want to play him in defensive tackle? He's small. DeMarcus Lawrence is just the type of defensive tackle you want. The reason why I say this is because he's good at tackling on the inside. He can beat those bigger guards because of his speed. And he will get to that pass rusher ASAP and the running back. And he can beat you on the inside. You got to find him the way to play on the inside. Okay? He's better that way because he's such a dog. You want your dogs on the inside. Hell, if you want to, you can put him and Hankins together or him and Ghostin together on the inside.
Okay, hey, real quick, OG. So you want to make him to a three technique?
Yes. I don't want him exactly right over the center, but I want him on the other side. So that way he can be against the tougher opponent. He can go in there and crush him and get inside. We need inside penetration, and we don't have that right now. As you saw the game last night, we don't have that right now. We didn't see no inside pressure. So you put him on the inside. And if you want to, you can bring Sam Williams in on the and at his spot to create that pressure. You got to create that pressure on the inside. Dan Quinn got too much talent right now on this team to lose this season. He got too much. He got great players out there. And if he's not going to get it done, this is it for him. He's over. You got to put Parson at linebacker because Damone Clark is not getting it done right now. He is lost out there. He can't get to the player fast enough. He doesn't. It's like he's still trying to learn the game. We don't have time for you to try to learn the game right now. We need solid tacklers. And they're going to be happy to we got to get Van Der Esch back. You got to get on the field again. He'll be back in a couple of weeks. They're going to be happy to get him back. As soon as he's ready to play, they're going to put his ass out there, and he's going to be doing some tackling, but honestly, he's going to be a liability also again. But like I said, Parson is a linebacker, okay? The reason why I said Parson is a linebacker, he looked good his first year, but they figured him out. They done figured Parson out. It takes 1 year for a team, 6 months to a year to figure you out. So what do? You put him at linebacker. Why do I put him at linebacker? Old school. Listen, he can get to you from the center. He can rush the passer. You can rush him on the outside or definitely on the inside. Because I seen him running a play last night on the inside. It was beautiful. And he got to the quarterback. So when you do that, you can have Damone Clark, the trail behind him, covering the running back or covering anybody out the backfield. So that way everything is sewed up. Dan Quinn has to figure out a way. This defensive end shit that he's doing, and it's pure shit what he's doing at this defensive end. Yeah, they done figured it out now. These teams say, okay, well, we'll put a bigger offensive tackle on him, and he's double teamed. We're going to double team him with a guard. We're going to take our chances if he plays else. We're going to double team with a guard and tackle. That's how we're going to take Parson out. You got to put him in the middle of the field and let him hunt. Dan Quinn, he's the number one linebacker in the NFL. The number one. This defensive end shit, this shit got to go, man. He got to figure this out like ASAP. I'm sorry to cuss, but this shit here is horrible. He should have had 2 or 3 sacks last night coming just up the middle of the field. Look, let me tell you something, man. Jalen Hurts had damn near a broken leg, okay? He beat us on one leg last night. He ran twice, okay? No way Parson should have been hitting that, sitting up. Okay, I'm going to watch him. They're going to throw the ball. Bam, I'm hitting that hole. I'm in the middle of the field. I'm hitting that hole. I'm coming to get you. So you chase him off his spot. And Jalen just sat back there and threw the ball all night.
Yeah.
You got Fowler, you got Armstrong, and you got Williams. Them your pass rushers. You put D-Law on the inside. You got to figure out how to make it work, man. You got Ghostin in there. You still got Ghostin.
Yeah.
So,
right.
You know, no way we should have lost that game last night on no bull. That was bullshit, man.
You're
that's
right.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
When we had 1 sack last night, maybe even 2.
1.5.
Who knows?
Second and a half.
Second half.
But what Jalen? He dropped back and threw a touchdown over to the Smith, Devontae Smith, right over the top. He had 3 seconds to 4 seconds.
Right.
Bruh, you gotta line him up at middle linebacker and let him go hunt. You got to turn him loose and go get the quarterback.
Right.
They not gonna call to start walking. That's why you put him back at line. Man, you put part in that linebacker, you should a whole different player, man.
Yeah, that's the
Whole
thing.
different guy.
You'll see a whole different player. But we're gonna do one more topic. Let's talk about these DBs. Y'all see Cowboys corner then gave in to the Jordan Lewis. He finally gave in. It's just pathetic. Gilly is old.
Oh Lord.
Gilly is old. Our safeties are a joke.
Oh,
it's awful, dude.
Malik Hook is a fucking joke.
He looked like a hooker, don't he?
He's a fucking joke.
I'm trying not to throw stones at him, but oh man.
No, it's really bad, man.
He's a joke. Like they aren't doing it, man. We hear AJ Brown under 100 yards or whatever. But look what these teams do to us in the air. Our guys, our DBs play 10 yards off, man. These guys gonna get 6, 7, 8, 9 yards a clip, bro. Because we play so far off.
Yeah.
Right.
The schemes are terrible.
Right.
Malik Hooker balling on the film. Man, Malik Hook ain't had a good game since he caught that damn interception when Trayvon got burnt 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He ain't had a good game since.
Yep.
But Eshan, these DBs, man, Dallas #1 in pass defense, bro. Bruh. Choctaw, you're OG on this channel, bro. What you see on tape, bro? What you see happening to Gilly, bro?
Yep.
What you see happening to Jordan Lewis, bro? What you see happening when somebody catch a bomb and we say, where the hell was the free safety, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we talking about. We talking about the stuff that shouldn't happen. It shouldn't be 14 unanswered points to a #1 pass defense, bro. It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be no big bomb to Devontae Smith when your free safety ain't in sight, bro. That's what we talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we finesse, we get interceptions and all this and pick sixes. All that contribute to pass defense. That shit don't contribute to wins, bro.
Yeah.
That shit don't contribute to W's, man.
No.
That third quarter stunk last night, bro. You the #1 pass defense. You got to show me in that third quarter. You got to show me when it counts the most. You know what I'm saying? Dallas Goddard was treating Jordan Lewis like a little child. You know, Jay Lewis the most important issue, but offense need to do that. Yeah, we talked about the offense.
No, yeah, you're right.
But we're on the defense right now. The defense got their flaws also. Yep. So we got to go with their ass too. So, Ishan, how you feel about the our secondary and all that?
Man, I find them to be incredibly inconsistent. I'm going to be completely honest because we've been talking about Jordan Lewis, man. And you've been talking so much about the fact that he's just never been good against tight ends. And yet these guys want to line him up against Dallas Goedert. Like, what logic does that make? It makes no sense to me. He's never been good against tight ends his whole career. Yet he's coming off of an injury, and you want to line him up against a linebacker. Makes no fucking sense to me. For as happy as we have been when we got Gilmore in the offseason, he has lost a significant fucking step. Significant step, man. I mean, yes, he's an intelligent player, but he's just not keeping up with these guys, man. He's lining up 10 yards behind receivers, like on every single play, man. And I just... Yeah, man. So when it comes to the defensive back specifically, they make plays here and there, but I mean, for the most part, man, I'm not seeing consistency. I'm seeing several missed tackles from fucking Jaron Kearse, several bad angles from him. Malik Hooker, man, I haven't seen him. He's not tackling either. So I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's just inconsistent play across the board on the defensive ends, is my opinion. Those are my thoughts, pretty much. It's just inconsistent play.
Agreed. Cowboys champ, how you feel about our secondary?
Okay, the one touchdown where Devontae Smith caught the ball over Bland, that's the prime example where the free safety should have been at.
Exactly,
You
the
got
last line of defense.
you got to put that on Dan Quinn. I don't know
Right.
what scheme he was playing at that time, but it showed that they got burned. And but see, my thing is, this not Seattle secondary. Dan Quinn think it is. It's not. You don't have a Earl Thomas and a Chancellor back there.
Right.
Now, what they should have done, if they wanted it, they should have drafted. They should have drafted those type of players. And I thought that Deshaun Wright would be that person, but Deshaun Wright didn't pan out. You know that 6'4" cornerback.
Yeah,
That didn't pan out. Yeah, that's why Jordan Lewis is still on the team.
Right.
So, but yeah, really, the bottom line is the pass. We all said last Friday, the pass rush must get to the quarterback in order for our secondary won't be exposed real bad.
Right.
And really, they really didn't get killed, but they still gave up. It was just they gave up, I think, 3 big long passes. But other than that, they did average, respected for what the Eagles do.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Okay. OG, coming to you. You last week, everybody, when you said we should trade for a DB, everybody laughed, including me.
Including me.
I can't lie, I laughed, but I don't know at this point. So, how you feel about our secondary?
We trash right now. They got their butt beat real good, so they're gonna try to go back to the drawing board and figure out. It's time for Dan Quinn. His job's on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got to figure out how to get the secondary together. So he didn't, like I said, I guess he might have got caught putting Hooker over the top of AJ, but you got to understand that Smith guy is faster than AJ, so they took advantage of that. They knew they was going right over the top.
Right.
And like I said about Bland, he's hot and cold. He's hot and cold. And
That's true.
No, he is.
What I'm
100%.
saying? I mean, he hot one game, and like I said, I saw that when he played against San Francisco last night, getting beat by Debo.
Right.
So in the slot right there. So like I said, when you play, I'm just gonna keep saying this over and over. When you play around in the draft and you don't get your needs, this what happens.
Yeah.
This what happens.
Right.
And so now it gets what they said. The Roosters come back to the Roosters come back to hunt, whatever they put that. But from those who may understand what I'm saying, but yeah. So it looked like trash last night. They got to figure out how to rebound. Dan Quinn got to swallow his pride and say, "Hey, this is my last rodeo here in Dallas. This is my last rodeo if I'm getting the secondary together.
Mm-hmm.
So no way you should have got beat over the top like that. That right there, you lost the game to that.
Yeah. Right.
That over the top. That's all they needed was that one
Mm-hmm.
score. We could that 28. We could not touch that after that 28 points.
Mm-hmm.
We couldn't touch it after that. We tried, we failed, but like I said, when you play around and you get cute, and Jerry, his main thing, he's right in front of the room with all his compadres around him. and they just well, draft board here, draft board there. They did not think that they're gonna need a cornerback. They did not think that. And they pushing these players out on the field. You pushing them out there. They take 2 years, 2.5. Well, the trainer says he's ready to go. No, he ain't ready to go. And they ain't ready to go. And they take 2.5 to 3 years to fully heal. I know that because I got surgeries all over my body, and I'm still dealing with it. When you play around with these guys and push them out there, they're not going to be fully healthy, ready to play. Before Jordan Lewis got hurt, he looked damn good. He was breaking on the ball and everything. But now, time is caught up and the injuries are caught up. Arthritis setting that leg, and that's it. So they got to go back to the Jordan boy, figure out they're gonna pick on him every week. So it's bench time. Dan Quinn, it's bench time now, man. It's the bench time with some players. So we got 3 easy games coming up. And now I look, and Washington is not, and nothing is easy to sniff at.
Hell no.
They got some burners over there.
Yeah, right.
And the main thing they're gonna be thinking, hell, we 4-5 now. Hell, shit, we can win now. Hell, we can. Well, we beat the Patriots. We beat the same teams the Cowboys beat. Well, and you got us coming. We will beat the Giants, hopefully, because we don't know about Hot Rod. He might come alive on us. We don't know that. That how he gonna be like Sam Howell gonna be like, oh shit, I beat them last year. That's in my head. I can beat them again. See?
Yeah.
They're gonna go right at Lewis. Lewis, they quit playing around, Dan Quinn. Your job's on the line. Because if we keep getting beached and torched like this all over the field, shit. Man, I was gonna turn my damn TV off, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with
my
you.
damn TV off, man. This is the same stuff. It's the same thing we did with last year. Ain't this what we did with last year?
100% we did. No, you're right.
The same thing we did with last year. The secondary.
Yeah.
The secondary. Diggs not making a tackle, coming up hitting cows. We ain't got to worry about that this year, but not hitting what's that boy name? 85 for the San Francisco 49ers. That tight end.
Jordan Kittle. When Jordan Diggs did, Trayvon Diggs did that dumbass play against Jordan Kittle.
Yeah. So the secondary. So I'm not gonna throw stones at him. I'm not gonna hate on him too. But we're not looking good. We're not looking like a playoff. We got 8 games left to tighten this up. 8 games left, and every game is critical right now.
I thought it was 9 games. I thought we played 17.
Games? We got 9 games left. 17.
Ain't it 17 games?
We played 17.
17. Yeah. So we're 5-3.
Yeah.
So we're gonna figure out. Damn, who's coming to play? I mean, these remaining games.
Right.
We're gonna find out what kind of team we got in the secondary. What kind of secondary we got? Are you gonna continue to play Lewis, and they gotta put Bland on the inside and give this number 24 a shot to somebody to play on the outside. They gotta trust somebody. They gotta trust them, and quit trying to play this. Well, we gave Jordan Lewis a lot of money a couple years ago, so we just playing his money for his stats.
Right.
So we got to figure out a way to pay him his money. That's what it seemed like to me. So, but like I said, man, I'm not gonna give up on them yet. But man, look, man, hey, the dog's out. Who's the dog? Who is our dogs?
All right, George. Yeah, ain't no dogs, but that's all I got for tonight.
We got some dogs, but we need to find out who's the real dogs on the bench or what. It's time to play.
Yeah, dogs ain't on the bench.
Huh?
Ain't no dogs on the bench.
We got some dogs on the bench, man. We got to find them. We got to sniff them down. We got to hound them. We can't make this good run in the secondary. We can't. We have to learn from our mistakes.
Hey, Deontay, you funny as hell.
Mr. Hooker, if you get your ass back deeper, then you won't get beat as deep like you did. Donovan Wilson, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere.
Donovan, where you at? He's a box safety. His hips are too. Look, man. That's what I always go back to. Oh, well, we scared to draft the safety. We scared. God. We want to get some veterans.
Fucking pisses me off.
Nowhere existence, man. Nowhere is existence.
No, you're right. Yeah.
But we just played a good team. We got our ass whooped. But by a hobbling quarterback, we got our ass whooped.
Man, you know what? I disagree with that. We ain't get our ass whooped by no damn 40, by
We didn't get
no
our ass whooped. We just
the
No,
we beat
Eagles.
ourselves,
no,
man.
they
We
got
beat
their ass
ourselves in
whooped.
that game.
They got their ass whooped.
No, they
They
didn't. They
got their
lost.
ass whooped.
They beat themselves.
They beat themselves, man.
No, that secondary got their ass whooped last night. They
Okay,
got their
then.
ass whooped.
You know what?
They
We
held.
can, you know what? I can say the same thing about the Eagle defense. They got their ass whooped too,
Yeah,
because
they got their ass whooped. But we got a more talented team than the Eagles do. We got a way more talented team. They don't have a Lamb. They
yeah,
don't
but
have
they
a
got
Lamb.
AJ Brown. They got Eagles got they got AJ Brown. You can't say that they not real talented. They talented, but the deal is the Cowboys beat themselves yesterday.
What I mean by got their ass whooped, they got that deep pass over the top that never should have happened. Did we even do that last night? You know when we did that shit? We did that
No,
when
no,
we was
no, the reason why we didn't do it last night because we didn't have time because of Terrence Steele.
no, at the very end, when we had what 20, 40 something seconds left to win the game, we
Yeah.
threw deep
Right.
down the field to Gallop. Like what the hell? Wait a minute. You got Turpin on the sideline. Why not take a shot down the field and Turpin and Smith almost the same speed? Maybe a
No, I'm
couple
with you there.
seconds off.
I'm with you there.
You have to take a shot down the field.
Yeah, you know what?
Right.
Remember, I said they should attack the middle of the field when they still had time left.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Instead, I know, but you know what? They had a gift. They got right. They marched right down the field. Yeah, they had a gift, but you know, we already see what happened without going back over it. They screwed up.
Right.
Now they had to figure out how to win ball games in the close one. They got to figure out. They got to figure this out.
You know what? A lot of it. You know what? A lot of it was a bad time management as well too.
It
Yeah.
Because
was
if you
awful time management.
Yes, offense time management. It was ridiculous yesterday.
It was
And you know
really
what?
bad.
And see, the only way that the Cowboys running game could, with the run back they have, could have been successful yesterday if they would have ran more of a hurry up type offense
Yes.
to
Yeah.
get the boys tired. I mean,
Yep.
just constantly running Dowell and Pollard in and out.
Hurry up.
Yeah,
You
that's.
you
I
you
mean,
you you'll
but
kill him
that's
on
on
them draws
coaching.
and you'll kill him on them draws and you'll kill him on them tall sweeps. You'll
But
kill him.
Yeah.
that's coaching.
That's coaching though, right?
Like I said, so are you saying Mike McCarthy's out the door now, or are you still gonna rock with him again?
Oh,
I've never been on board with him.
I've never been a McCarthy fan. Even the first year when he brought in Nolan Richardson. I mean, no, Nolan. What was that? I forgot the
Mike,
defensive
Mike
coordinator.
Nolan.
Yeah. The defensive coordinator.
Yeah,
Mike
when they first brought
Nolan.
him in there. Yeah, I'd never been
Dick. What is
no
it?
Mike McCarthy.
No, I know who you're
Motherfucker
talking
had
about.
our defense on a 3-4. We couldn't stop nothing.
Couldn't stop nothing.
I sure
Then
could.
and then they gonna try to run a 46 defense.
Mike Nolan. That's who it is.
Yeah, Mike Nolan. Yeah.
Man, that guy fucking. Oh God, that was
That
horrible.
was
memories.
almost worse when Jason Garrett brought in Sanjay Lau as our wide receiver coach.
Ah shit. Don't
And he
even-
had Cole Beasley and them toting bricks at practice.
Yeah, I remember. Fucking ridiculous.
Man, I ain't got nothing else, man. I'm gonna get out of here, y'all.
All right, man. I'm glad y'all. Man,
Tell me how you feel about the game last night. Then we end it.
I'm not off the wagon. It hurt because we were so close.
Yeah.
And and if I have to say there's any positive, McCarthy got you 12-5 back to back. Who you want, Sean Payton bum ass? I don't care about participation trophy, Choctaw. I don't care about that. If any positive I can take from last night, I gotta say Dak Prescott stood up toe to toe with the best team in the East. Him and CeeDee Lamb seem to be connecting a lot better. And that's the
Right.
only thing I got to go off as far as positive offense wise, because we don't have a running game and we don't have a solid number 2, and I don't know why they don't use Brandon Cook. So if I'm okay with anything, Dak has been more accurate this year than he's been in any other season he played in. And him and CeeDee Lamb are starting to do what I've been saying the past 3 weeks, what any other starting quarterback does with their number 1 receiver, and they give them the ball no matter how many damn times. And I also agree with you said, hey, first down, quick slant to your damn number 1.
Yeah.
What are you doing? It shouldn't be a question.
Makes no
quick
sense.
slant to your number 1 receiver. It don't matter if they know you coming that way. That's the purpose of them being a number 1.
If it's
Exactly.
common sense, dude.
Drew Brees knew Michael Thomas was going to be covered. He still threw it. Aaron
Right.
Rodgers knew Devontae was going to be covered. He still threw it.
It's
Tom
common
Brady
sense.
knew Gronk was going to be covered. He still damn threw it.
It makes no
You
sense.
still throw it. It's what they do, but I don't want to go too long because, like I said, I got to get off here and go to sleep.
All right, guys.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, take care then, guys.
I'm
All right, man.
I'm gonna put my last positive in there.
I want you
What I
gonna let
wanna
nobody
say
go to
was-
bed.
I know.
Yeah, I'm happy. Then I'm a little sad, but we'll figure out what down the stretch. What they would what's gonna be what's gonna be the outcome. Like I said before a couple of weeks ago. It's gonna be a Mike McCarthy and a Dan Quinn thing. Now, I saw Mike McCarthy. He's scary. He's very timid at challenging
100%.
plays. And this is what he needs to get over. This is what he at the very end of when we had those penalties at the very end, when Dak took that first sack, when we got that penalty by Smith, when they should have went to a quick slant to CeeDee Lamb on the right side. I go back and watch it over and over. You got to go to your man down there with 27 seconds left. You got to go to a slant down and find a way to get him the ball on a 10-yard line. You got to get him that ball. When I see this kind of coaching, I think to myself, there's no way in hell are we gonna close to being in the Super Bowl if he can't do these small little things. Get the ball to your number 1. You got to do it.
Yeah.
He has to find a way. Down there at 10-yard line with 27 seconds left, and you let Dak, that's when Steele got beat. Got beat around the corner. No way you should put Steele in that kind of position when only thing you need is a 3-step drop slant on the inside and let CeeDee Lamb go eat.
Right.
You let Steele get beat, and that's what the results happen. You see your player get beat like that. So Mike McCarthy, you get a thumbs down for your play calling right now. You need to tighten up. The season's on the line. Other than that, there's positive to take out of this game. We're going to take some positives. We can score on offense. Once we go to the right players and tighten up on the defense, I am happy about these boys. I am happy. I want to see more production. I want to see you do better. I want to see you go out there and win these games. These next 3 games we need. I'm cheering you up. I'm praising you. I'm saying you're doing a good job. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be watching football as much as I do. I love this team. I want to see them do well, but they're still growing. They need to learn from these losses and get as a better team. But I love you guys. Stay healthy, but learn from your mistakes, Mike and Dan. ASAP. If you don't, you won't be here long. That's my final thought. Love you guys.
All right, guys. Take care, mates. Good night.
Hey, please salute to the
You got anything
chat.
to say?
Salute, guys, to the chat, man.
You got anything to say, bro, before you go?
No, man. We just got to be consistent, man.
Okay,
that's about it.
Come on, I know you got more. Pour me some out.
we gotta
OG, we trying to go to bed.
We trying to go to
Pour me some,
bed, man.
You go to bed, man. Why you ain't doing nothing? You gotta go shower.
What the fuck you talking about? I have work in the morning.
Now I'm
dude.
talking about you. I'm talking about 5-star.
Yeah.
Hey, OG, we'll see you Friday. We'll see y'all Friday for
You sure?
Freaky
You sure
Friday.
about Friday? Are you
Yeah.
sure about Friday?